Hello everybody, Tony here and welcome to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews. Today I want to talk about the Marvel superhero, the Incredible Hulk. I'm sure those of you who grew up in the 80s and 90s and stuff know who the Incredible Hulk is. He's that 1,000 pound jerk monster who's tough as nails and super strong and doesn't let anything get in his way, especially when he's angry. And you're probably wondering, why are you talking about the Incredible Hulk in this video? Well, for today's episode, this is actually an episode of TTBurger's Shockingly Bad Game Reviews. They actually made an Incredible Hulk game on the PlayStation, also on the Sega Saturn, and sadly, the game sucks ass. I got it right here. The Incredible Hulk, the Pantheon Saga. Let's do this. Now, going into this game, I did not expect this game to be so bad because, we never had a Hulk game, an Incredible Hulk game on the PlayStation, and I thought that this game would be the answer, destroying buildings and just being ultra strong and stuff like that, smashing things and such, and just being the Hulk and stuff like that. It's a simple concept, but too bad Eidos here fucked all that up. And we get here as one of the worst games ever made, one of the most boring games ever made, along with being one of the most frustrating games ever made. That definitely ranks up, in my opinion, as one of the worst PlayStation games ever made, and that is saying a lot. One of the first problems we have here is the game's story. The story is very, very shallow, and it talks about how Hulk is being captured by this group called the Pantheon, or the Pantheon Saga, whatever you want to call them, so they can train him to become a superhero and stuff like that and such. And that's basically the story. If you want to talk about one of the most shallow stories ever, this game would get an award because there's pretty much no depth to it whatsoever. Oh, Bruce Banner's been captured, and now he must train to be a superhero. Yay! So incredible! I give that 5-star rating. Gee, game, thanks for really screwing this character over. Now getting started here. Look at this. Look at the presentation here. Look at these graphics. These graphics are terrible. Dark lighting, murky looking lighting, and murky character models and stuff like that. And look at the Hulk. The Hulk's supposed to be a 1,000 pound monster, and he looks very, very skinny. And when he walks like a girl. I mean, what, is the Hulk all of a sudden a female now or something like that? Am I playing as She-Hulk or something? Gee, game, tell me here. I mean, wow. Nothing but gray. It's all but dark, murky, and generic enemies and generic character models like that. This pretty much shows that no care went into this game at all. And as you can see here, what do you do here? You basically run around fighting enemies, hitting switches to open doors and stuff like that. Why can't the Hulk just smash through the doors? I mean, he's supposed to be like the strongest Marvel monster ever. It's supposed to be a strong, badass character. Why do I have to hit switches to open doors? I mean, like what? Is he like Does he have are his hands made of rubber or something like that, where he can't punch open a door or something like that? I mean, come on, game. Tell me here, game. What am I... Just tell me. Give me some explanation here. And also, this looks incredibly... In fact, the controls... The controls are what kills the game. They are very unresponsive and very slippery at the same time. And you know what really puts the shit on the cake? Is that you have to press the triangle button to jump. The triangle of doom, I call it, because the triangle button should not be used to jump! Who pressed the triangle button to jump? Who? Why do that? Pressing the triangle button to jump is one of the worst things you could do in an action game. Why not use the X button? But no! The X button picks up items and stuff. Why couldn't they have that be the triangle button? Why? Now tell me why! Why? Why do that? Make the game more frustrating than it is. because of the bad controls and stuff. I mean, oh my god! Oh my god. I know, I'll calm down here. But why would they make the triangle button be the jump button? The triangle of doom, I call it when it comes to this stuff. I mean, okay, I railed on that long enough. Sound here is actually the best part of the game. You got this kick-ass rock music, and it sounds awesome. In fact, I'll link the soundtrack. I'll link the playlist of the soundtrack in the description for you so you can listen to it. The music is awesome, but only problem, it's in this game. It could have been used in other better action games, but instead it's in this. Now, for getting to the gameplay here, like I said, it's boring, frustrating, and stuff, and it's just not any fun. Like I said, you basically run around, hitting switches, killing enemies, stuff like that, and get to the end of the level. I mean, the first level is a little bit tricky at first because you have to hit all these switches to raise this platform up, which the switches you have to punch, stuff like that. Some of them are hidden in very obscure and hidden areas where you pretty much exhaust all around trying to find them and stuff. And then, like, if you have the patience to continue, the levels get much easier and stuff. And I noticed that they do get easier. You also have boss fights in here too, but the boss fights are pretty much frustrating and stuff. They pretty much block all your attacks, and also for the fact that if you're low on health, no problem. Just go find some. Just go stand somewhere and your health will heal on its own. It takes all the challenge out of it. And you have health power-ups too for some reason, which doesn't make any sense because your health heals slowly on its own. You can also do special moves, which do look cool and stuff, but half the time they don't even work for the most part because most of the enemies, like the bosses, block and stuff like that. And you'd think the special moves would be very powerful there, but since they keep blocking all your attacks and stuff, the bosses and such, they're not worth it. And the enemies are all stuck. It's just a bunch of generic robots and stuff like that, and just you have monks, you have wizards, stuff like that. Pretty much generic enemy stuff. I mean, very creative, I know. And look at the camera. The draw doesn't exceed very far because they try to do this like 3D camera in like a 2.5D game, but it doesn't really work the greatest. And like, I didn't even finish the game because the game was so boring and stuff, and I was getting kind of frustrated and stuff like that because of how boring it was and frustrating it was, that you wouldn't want to continue this game. You really wouldn't. In fact, from what I heard, it'll take you about an hour or less to beat. So you pretty much waste all your money on this pile of shit that's not even worth it to begin with. And I just cannot believe how bad this game was. I mean, idols should be ashamed of themselves for making this game because this game could have been better, but it wasn't. I mean, who the hell makes a Hulk game where you have to hit switches to open doors and run around like a rat in a maze and stuff like that? And also, the levels are all generic too. You got the prison cell, you got like the Egyptian tomb-like area, you got like the ice level and stuff, just generic places, stuff like that. Nothing really special. And I don't have much to say here because the game is just not worth your money. It's not. My final rating here goes like this. I warn people to not buy this game. Do not buy this game. It is terrible. In fact, this game, aside from the soundtrack, this game is not going to be getting a numbered rating. It doesn't even deserve a numbered rating. It doesn't deserve that at all. What will I be getting the Incredible Hulk Pantheon Saga? Will I be getting it a 0? Not even that. I'm giving this game a incredibly unplayable, abysmally unplayable out of 10. That's what the rating is and stuff like that. The game is just so bad. That's the rating it's getting. Now, you're probably thinking, was this the end of the Hulk games? Actually, no. After this, we got a few more Hulk games. Two of them that ended up not being, one ended up being very mediocre, another one that ended up sucking, and one of them that ended up being an awesome game. So the Hulk did have some charm after that and stuff. Aside from that awful Incredible Hulk movie-based game, and the two Hulk movie-based games, there was a game that came after that called The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, Will I review this game? The answer? Yes, I will in the future. Just not right now because I really don't want to review the next Hulk game yet. I will review it in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Maybe it'll be the next review, maybe not, and just if it's not, then I promise you I will review this game in the future. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm going to play something better. I'll probably play a better Marvel game, like X-Men Mutant Academy 1 and 2, or Spider-Man 1 and 2. Those games are much better than this, that's for sure. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Peace out, everybody.